guys, Ligii here. I hope the lighting and everything is okay. I just wanted to quickly come on here and talk to you guys. So today is 31st of March and I wanted to, well, ever since January, I suppose, when people set like resolutions and things they want to achieve, I obviously set goals up like most of people. And then I just never got around to it. And then I think already mid-January I went like, nah, screw it. I'm gonna do it in March. And then March came and I didn't do it. And lately, like the past 2 weeks, I've been thinking about, oh, I still have time, I'm still young. But realistically, I'm not that young, and it's easier to get into good habits while I'm relatively young, I suppose. So because in April I'm turning 26, I thought what a better gift to me could be than like starting to better myself. So these series are going to be called Reigniting My Spark, in hopes that I just feel better and I fall in love with myself and life again, because I feel like lately I wouldn't call it depression. I don't know, I just feel very like bummed out and just not joyful, and nothing that causes me happiness really. Like I am happy and I'm very content, and I've never been more at peace than I am right now. So it's just very odd. I can't really describe this feeling. So I'm hoping that starting new good habits and keeping up with them will help me. And I'm documenting it. So there's something to keep me accountable, because I feel like otherwise I would just give up. And on one hand, I'm kind of already dreading it, because I didn't take a few factors in when I was like, oh, I'm gonna do it. So what I want to do is work on my activity levels, and although I basically do roughly 12,000 to 14,000, sometimes even more steps a day when I'm working, I don't do much when I'm like off work. And last summer I was really good about running, because I love running. I love what it does to my mental health. Maybe that's also one of the reasons why I'm feeling a bit blah. So I want to get back into that, but I like going running when there's no people around. So I'd have to do that in the morning before work, so I can do it 3 days a week, which I think is like gonna be hard enough for me, since I haven't really run for ages. Like I do once here and there, but it's not really that. And yeah, so I'll be hoping to go for runs on Tuesdays, Fridays and Sundays at 5 a.m. So we'll see how that goes. But because I've been feeling blah, which means my PTSD is slightly triggered, my insomnia is flaring up. So I haven't been sleeping great, or sleeping in general some nights. So we'll see how that goes, because I also want to cut out caffeine, which I actually managed to do in March. I think I haven't had energy drinks because that was an issue for me. So if we're talking about goals, I might as well, talk about them. So yeah, one of them is running 3 times a week, and I've already written it down in my calendar. Like I've made like a plan of which days I'm running and what days I need to do food shop and things like that, because I just want to get more active and go on walks when I'm on days off. I want to start eating healthier, and I'm not saying I want to diet or anything or count calories. I just want to have 3 meals a day that are nutritious. I want to avoid snacking, because that is an issue for me. And because I've been feeling blah, my binge eating has gotten much worse. And I know that I have to be very careful about how I come off it and how I deal with it. Because in the past, whenever I've tried stopping my binge eating disorder, my anorexia flared up. And so it's gonna be hard, and I know it, but I'm really hoping it's gonna be worth it. So I also want to quit nicotine. I have already technically quit smoking about 3 weeks ago, but I feel like if I say it now and here, I will have to not smoke in April again, because I feel like it's very, whenever I get very, very stressed, it's when I crave it. And whenever I'm out drinking alcohol is when I crave it. So I'm also gonna try not to have any alcohol. I actually don't drink that much, maybe once a month. But I just wanna, have a completely clean month this month. And then, yeah. And then I wanna try stop eating sweets. Because lately, because I've been feeling so, I've been very loving towards myself in a very bad sort of way. So I just keep treating myself to a tiny snack here and there and everywhere, and it's not good for me, really, is it? So I'll try not to eat any snacks, like sweet snacks. I am not saying like I feel like I'm just rambling like always. I'm still gonna allow myself to have pancakes and like a cake slice for my birthday, but in general I just want to avoid the nasty habit of snacking that I have, and I want my eating to just be more mindful. So I'm gonna attempt to eat with no distractions, because I usually put the telly on and I feel like then I'm not even registering that I am eating. Yeah, I wanna also get it back into photography. So I'm hoping that by going on more walks and by trying to be more present, I'll actually start taking pictures again. But I'm not. This is the one area that I'm not that strict about, and I won't mind if nothing happens. And I know that's technically the wrong mindset to go into this, but if I fail, I'm happy to fail in that area. I also want to get back into poem writing, into poetry, and I've already picked out like a prompts list to hopefully help me, because I know in the beginning it's gonna be hard. But yeah, I've done them before, and I just love it. And it's because for me, poetry is kind of a journaling. So that should help my mental health as well. I hope that from this I will achieve just, better mood, just feeling generally more happy, just building a better future for myself, I suppose. Hoping that I'll feel more active and I'll feel more like I'm in love with life, and yeah, and I'm hoping that maybe my acne will clear up, although I'm not that hopeful because I've had it ever since I've been like 11. I've tried so many things and nothing has really helped, and I've just come off, I had my implant taken out this month, so we'll see how like my body regulates and everything. But yeah, so this is my tiny little intro into why I'm doing this, and yeah, let me guys know if you have any questions and if you want to join it, and we're gonna be bettering ourselves this month, so see you later. Good morning. It is the 1st of April. It's 5:05 and I've managed to get up, get dressed, and I'm now preparing to go for my run, and we'll see how that goes. But yeah, I was very nervous about how it would be for me to wake up, but I think last night I had one of the best nights of sleep I've had for a while. I think I got like 5 hours, so I'm very chuffed about that. But yeah, we'll see how the run goes, but it looks very dark and it feels a bit chilly in my room, so we'll see. I'll keep you guys updated. just finished my run and it didn't go as badly as I thought it's gonna go. I'm quite actually happy with how it went. I was using a new app. I was using the Nike Run, and I didn't know how that's gonna work because I'm used to using Google Fitness, but I think I like it. I liked the fact that it told me like when I had done a kilometer, told me how fast my pace is. Like it was quite helpful actually. One of my concerns were my knees. I don't know if I've mentioned this before, but I have had some trauma to them in the past, and they can be in a lot of pain, and lately they have been, even before running, so I was a bit worried about how that's gonna go, but I'm not struggling too much at the moment, and it's quite hard to understand what I'm meant to be doing as well, because I've seen different doctors and they all have different opinions. One of them told me that I'm perfectly fine and I should go running if I wanted to, because there's, you know, I should be fine. One of them told me I shouldn't be running under any circumstances to cause, in case I cause more damage. And then the third one I've seen, he told me, well, he was quite hesitant to say that I'm okay to run, but he said as long as I'm being careful and cautious, I should be fine. But if you know me, you know that careful is not my second name, but I'm still trying to be mindful. So I was quite scared that I'm not going to be able to finish my run. Oh, it's a bit chilly now. But yeah, and I was scared. I'm just going to put my jacket on. But yeah, I was scared that with this new app I won't be able to stop if I needed to, but you can, which is obvious and great. I didn't need to stop, which is great. I had set my running distance to be 3.5 kilometers because I did not want to push myself today. I managed to do 4, which I'm also happy about, and I think I could have probably pushed a bit more out of myself, but I did not want to do that because it is day 1. And yeah, as I said before, this month is about building habits. I'm trying not to worry about speeds or distances or any quick times. Like, that is not what I'm worried about. I just want to get out and I want to run and just, you know, get it done with. I think there's so much pollen in the air because I can't breathe now. Ooh, hay fever isn't fun. But yeah, and I'm very happy with the fact that I basically the whole time kept almost the same pace, which is brilliant for me because that's something I really struggle with, and sometimes there can be even a minute's difference between my kilometers, which is, I don't think is good. But yeah, it I think went all right. My average pace was about 7 minutes a kilometer, which I'm kind of like happy about because it was an easy run. I didn't put that much effort into it. My knees are slightly hurting, but it was quite lovely because it is still dark outside. The sun hasn't risen yet, as you can see me sitting in the dark, which meant there were not that many people around and it was quiet, and it felt like the whole world is to myself. And I did run by the seafront, and then I ran through a park, and yeah, that was nice because there were all of these dandelions and it smelled like spring and it was just nice. Also, something I noticed was that at some points I was like, ooh, that would be a nice picture, which would have helped my photography goal, but I was on a run. So that is actually a good sign, I think, because that means my brain is already, you know, in a mood to take pictures and photographs. Yeah, that's a word. And but yeah, so I'm gonna walk home now. I can hear somebody. Oh, something I did want to mention is I heard somebody say that it's easier to go for a run if you just listen to one song on repeat, and that is what I did. I accidentally paused you guys, but I did do that, and today my song of choice was World Hold On, the Fisher rework one. I somehow find it easier to run when it's like rock music or club music. So that was my song of choice today. And yeah, I'll go home now, have a shower, have some breakfast and talk to you after. Hi guys. So it's still 1st of April. I've just come back home from work and I've just had dinner and I feel okay. I haven't done like anything that special today though. I woke up at 4:30, went for a run at 5, had my breakfast, which was, I suppose, special because I don't necessarily always do. Then I went to work, had lunch at work, but I wouldn't call it lunch. I basically just snacked and had a banana, but I think it's fine because I was being mindful about what I was eating and it was lunchtime, so having crisps on my lunch, I don't think it's that bad. But yeah, and then I came home and I had some lunch and I'm finding it really hard to not go on my phone or YouTube or Netflix or whatever to entertain myself while I'm eating, because that's what I usually do, is come home, telly on, food, and just watching telly while eating. And I think that's, well, obviously that's unhealthy because sometimes I don't think I register what I'm eating or how fast I'm eating or how delicious it is. But I think now maybe I'm also overthinking about it. I did have breakfast while watching telly in the morning because I don't know, I just wanted to. I don't really have an excuse for that. And then on my lunch break, I just spent time, talking to my colleagues. So I was social then, and now for dinner it was just so weird. I think because I'm constantly thinking about something, I just find it odd to just enjoy food. I think that is the part that I'm struggling with. Like, I'm not thinking about what I'm eating. My head is like, oh, what do I have to do tomorrow at work? What do I have to do this weekend, So that was a bit hard. Emotionally, I feel fine. My knees are hurting. But I don't know, I feel good, I feel excited. I know that I still have to study and I still have to do my poem of the day later on, but I don't know, I think I've had a good day, like a good first day to start it. And I'm also starting my period, which is to me great news because, as I said, I had just taken out my implant a few weeks ago, 3 or so weeks ago, so I'm excited to see that my body actually is working. So that's great. But other than that, I have nothing to report back on, and I'll probably see you guys tomorrow. Morning. It's 2nd of April. It's about 6:45, and I have kind of a bad news. I overslept. And I think it's my own fault because I'm used to having 2-3 alarms, but I only set up one alarm at 4:30, and then it wasn't even the music one. It was the one who tells you about the weather and about the news, and I just slept right to it. And I'm just thankful my body woke up before my work's called me and told me I'm late, because I'm technically not late yet because I like to be early. So yeah, that means I have skipped my breakfast, although I'm not even that hungry, but I think I'll have an apple before I start work. And yeah, one update, I'm in so much pain, not because of running, because of my monthly women things, I suppose. And my face hurts. My acne breakouts are so bad. And but yeah, I'm heading to work right now, and I'll speak to you guys later. Hello. It's the evening on Tuesday now, the 2nd of April, and I've just kind of been chilling on the sofa. Um, Originally, I did not want to film anything today because I haven't had the best of the days, but then I thought I probably should. I probably should just to, show how it actually is going. And yeah, I've just haven't had a good day really. Work, I felt quite stressed and overwhelmed, and like just I think I'm just very short tempered at the moment. And I don't know if it's because of how I'm feeling or if it's because of the hormones. I'm just not in a good place, and I've been in a lot of pain today. So yeah, I have had lunch and I've had dinner, so at least that's good. I am sorry. I've been very tired and exhausted all day, so I might have an early night. But yeah, but I did manage to write my poem yesterday night and do an hour of studying, I think. Um, and I wanted to study today, but I honestly just feel so exhausted, and just not like just physically, but also mentally. I think that's why yeah. And at work, I was having one of those days where everything's just happening and you can't stop it happening, and you just have to do and do, and it just felt like it was never ending. And I I felt like I was very far behind on everything, although I wasn't. Um, at one point, I was really craved cigarettes, but I didn't have any, so I guess that's good. But yeah, that thought did go through my head. I was like, I could go and buy a pack and have one, and I know that like that's gonna make me feel better for a tiny bit. But then I remembered that I said to you guys that I wouldn't this month, so I didn't. Because I also know like it's bad for my health and everything. It just makes me feel a bit better, and I don't know why. Like it like relaxes me a bit, and it makes me feel more supported. Because I think when I go for a smoke, I'm there for 10 minutes just by myself. I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. I don't want to give it excuses because it is a bad habit, and yeah, but I did struggle with that today, and I just feel very demotivated and very exhausted and very tired. So I'm gonna try to write my poem tonight because I think I can accomplish that. I did want to go for a walk, but I've already done my 10,000 steps, a bit more, 14,000 steps at work today. And I just really don't have it in me to exercise today. And I think that is okay. Because it isn't like a regular day today, anyways, you know what I mean? Um, and yeah, and I've been trying to have lots of liquids, and I've been trying to. I even had to take painkillers, and that didn't really help. So I think I'm just gonna chill out for a bit, write my poem, maybe look at some of uni work, but I just don't think I can even think about it today. And yeah, and then I'll probably have a very early night so I can wake up tomorrow at 4:30 and have breakfast. Because yesterday I feel like just taking that time in the morning for myself set me up for a good day. And today, because I woke up and jumped straight into work, I think that was why I am also not feeling the greatest. But yeah, that is my little update, and I'll see you guys later. Morning, it's Friday, the 4th of April, and it's currently about 11:30, I think. I'm not quite sure. But I didn't film anything yesterday, and part of the reason was I woke up feeling very, very ill. Like I had a fever, I felt dizzy, I had a sore throat, my nose felt blocked and runny at the same time. Like it was rough. So after I barely survived my work day, I came home, had some dinner, and accidentally fell asleep on the sofa for 2 hours, 2.5 hours. And then I decided to go to bed, but obviously then I couldn't sleep again. So I didn't have that of a successful of a day. But I did write my poem. I'm not happy with it, but at least I did it, you know. So going to sleep yesterday, I already knew that today isn't going to be the greatest. And I obviously slept through my alarms, but I let myself do it because I feel like I really clearly need sleep because of how awful I'm feeling. And yeah, so I woke up at 9:30 and I had to mentally like convince myself to just get dressed and go for that Friday's run. And it was a very hard mental battle. A lot of arguing going in my head, being like, well, but you're ill, you don't have to do it. And then the other part of me being like, yeah, but you could just go for like 5 minutes and that counts as you trying, you know. So I got dressed, I went for my run, and honestly, I feel better now. I did manage to do 5 kilometers, which is amazing. And I think I've only once in my life have run more than that. So I'm quite new to this running thing. But I feel great, and then each next kilometer felt better and better. And I'm just so proud of myself. So I went into M&S and I bought these ginger defense shots because I love them and I feel like that is what I need. And I am thinking about getting a juicer now, just so I could make like shots for myself each morning, or like just make a batch for a whole week, because it's gonna be more it's gonna work out less expensive, and I can customize them, you know, put whatever I want in them, whatever I feel like I need, or whatever fruits I have lying around. So maybe I'll do that. I've been thinking about it. So I've got these, I love them. In some M&S's they have like bigger bottles, and I'm so jealous if you live near an M&S that do them, because honestly I could live off these. I drink them as juice. Then I saw it's turning into like an M&S haul, so I'm sorry about that. And then I saw this, and it's sparkling British apple, so I'm guessing it's carbonated juice, but I was just, yeah, it's carbonated juice. And I just love apple flavored anything. Like I love apples. I used to like apples was my childhood basically. The town I come from, it was just, they were everywhere. So I was just intrigued, and it was only £1.20, so I thought might as well treat myself. So this was my treat to me today. Whereas I felt like I need the ginger shots, this was a treat. And then because it's my birthday month, I had a free treat on my Sparks card, and it was either grapes or biscuits. And because I can't have biscuits because of dairy, I thought grapes will do nicely. And yeah, so this is my day so far, and I just feel very proud of myself. And after my run, I even took a few photos of the nature. I kind of specifically run a few circles in the end, because I was like, last time I ran there I wanted to take a picture of something, so I wanted to be walking home then. So yeah, I took a few photos, and it's just, I just feel so much better now, and I'm just glad I showed up for myself today. And yeah, and I'll check in with you guys later. Hi. I'm in my pajamas, so don't mind that, but I thought I'd quickly come on here and basically have a weekly review of how I've been doing. I wanted to do it yesterday on a Sunday, but I was quite tired and I had a busy day. So, how did it go? I am very happy that I managed to go running all 3 times that I wanted to. and I'm still having fun with it, and I only had one day when I found it very hard. But yeah, it's fun, and we'll see how that goes. What else? I have been writing a poem each day, which I'm very proud of. It is like almost the last thing I do at the day, because I keep forgetting about it, and I get ready and I'm in bed and I'm about to fall asleep, and then I go, I need to write a poem, and then I pull out my phone and try to do it. I do not feel inspired yet to do them myself, but it technically hasn't been a week yet because I started on Tuesday. But yeah, I'm just happy that I'm sticking with it. I've found the thing that I'm finding very hard is not smoking, which I'm kind of surprised by, because I technically only was a smoker for about 4-5 months maybe, and yeah, and I technically quit in February, and then something happened in my life that I had a very stressful day, and I bought a pack, and then I had a pack, and I've technically now not smoked for a month. But I'm just finding it very hard. Like, I think about it almost every day, and yeah, I just didn't think I had an issue, and obviously I do. So I'm kind of happy that this month I've promised myself that I wouldn't even touch them, because there definitely were some days where I was like, ooh, I really feel like I need one. And obviously I don't. It's just, something that I need to get over and find better habits to replace it with. But yeah, that is something I'm really struggling with. About my eating, I have managed to have 3 meals each day, I think. There was one day when I just had an apple or just like a slice of bread for breakfast, but that's because I just woke up not hungry, or I woke up too late. But yeah, that's been going quite well. I did have one day when I was on my period when I was really craving chocolate, and I bought chocolate cookies and I ate them all. So that is not good. But apart from that, I feel like I've had quite an okay week, and yeah, I've been even doing some, like taking some photos of nature, which is I'm happy about, and it definitely does feel like kind of regaining my spark back. But obviously, it's only been a week, and a week doesn't make a habit. It's just basically like you're on a holiday. So we'll see how this week goes, and yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this weird little video about me basically just talking the whole time about how I'm doing and how I'm feeling. But yeah, I'll see you in the next one.